This is a basic tutorial for visual magnitude add-in for ArcGIS Pro. Open a new project. Add digital elevation model and viewpoint data. Now you can see the DEM, and those are vector points which will serve as viewpoints. Now let's go to the Visual Magnitude tab and open Settings. The first item lets you set a name for the file where the result will be stored. The second item shows what area around the viewpoints will be ignored. Third item lets you set number of threads that will be used to calculate the viewshed. This value should be about 2 times the physical cores you have on your CPU. The Polyline density field allows you to set distance between viewpoints on a polyline or any other road. For example, if you have 100-meter long road and you set the polyline density to 10, that means that there will be about 10 viewpoints on the polyline. Next setting, elevation offset for viewpoints. You can either set global offset for every viewpoint, so every viewpoint will have this offset, or you can select a per viewpoint offset and you can specify an offset for each viewpoint separately. Next up, wind turbines. If you select this option, the viewpoints will be treated as wind turbines, and in this mode the program will ignore the slope and the azimuth of the terrain. And the last option we have here is weighted viewpoints. This option allows you to set a weight for each viewpoint. Now check all the settings and save them. If we go back to the tab, we can select our DEM. We have only one DEM in this project, so let's use that one. And we can select viewpoints. Let's use the vector points for this project. And let's start analysis and wait for it to finish. Once the analysis is finished, a new layer pops up. This layer contains the resulting viewshed. We can change the color map to make the visual magnitude values more apparent. Let's check the advanced settings. If we want to select an elevation offset for each viewpoint, we go to the attribute table of the layer which contains viewpoints and add a new field. The field has to be named offset and be type of double. Let's add another field for weight. This field has to be double as well. Save it. Now let's assign some elevation offset and weight to some of the viewpoints. We'll set this offset ridiculously high and the weight The second one will be on the ground and will have more weight. Since the rest of the viewpoints have 0 weight, they will be ignored in this test. To use those values, simply check weighted viewpoints and per viewpoint offset. Save the values and go back to Visual Magnitude tab and start the analysis. The analysis is finished and new layer popped up. Now let's change the color scheme so we can see what effect had the weight and elevation offset on the result. As you can see, the viewpoint which was on the ground and had higher weight gives much more higher values than the one which was really high and had lower weight. Thanks for watching the basic tutorial for Visual Magnitude add-in for ArcGIS Pro.